Bear to act. Didn't quite work out. So we originally did have that in it.
You guys ever gonna do Beer Fest 2?
Come on, we just finished this fucking thing. What do you want from us? Jesus.
We have a story for it, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
What would like to come back after a long period of time and do another project of this magnitude?
Why don't you answer that?
It was one of those things like, there were so many like times where we thought it was going to happen and then it didn't happen. I mean, there really were years leading up to even the crowdfunding of struggles to get it made and just like everything that could go wrong went wrong. And so, you wonder like, okay, wait a minute, I don't remember how to do this. And then you put the uniforms on and you see the other guys in uniforms. You're like, hey, Farva, holy shit! And it really does. It gets you like back into it. And it was, we'd never done that kind of thing before. We'd done multiple movies together, but never had revisited characters. So just, it was like, obviously it was exciting on the most basic ways, but then like, you show up and Brian Cox is there and you're like, hey, holy shit, O'Hagan's here. And it's just, we got so geeked. I feel like when I watch it, I'm always thinking, like, oh, you can see how much fun we're having. You can see how excited we are to be doing this again. So it was amazing.
But I think it like centers around Farva, because like the second you walk in and he's got the shitty mustache, chewing gum, he's shaved his head, he's chewing gum, and you're just funneling all the obnoxious lines to him. It's like mother's milk. It feels really good.
Do you guys expect Farva to become like his own character of like the entire thing?
Yeah, we had to actually like pull ourselves back. Like we would have these writing sessions, and it was like, oh my God, then Farva would do this. Oh my God, then Farva says this. Oh my God, and we realized we had this script that was like all about Farva, and he had become exponentially more obnoxious than
And insane, fucking insane.
to the point where we were like, wait a minute, we're gonna have to write in that he has like a brain tumor because he's so outlandish. And we finally kind of had to take a step back and be like, wait a minute, like, okay, it can't just be the Farva show. And he tried to trim it back.
Yeah, because it's funny, if you watch the first Super Troopers, you'll see that Farva is actually kind of normal, he's just obnoxious. If you go back and watch this a second time, you'll see everything he says is totally insane. And the character arc we're actually, trying to do now is that in Super Troopers 3, he's just fucking bonkers.
Can you guys give us an example of a Farva joke that was too crazy and got cut?
We did cut that one. There's a point, it just went on too long, but when he's giving me mouth to mouth, like I talked to him about how I died, and I went to heaven, and I met Saint Wilson there, and Saint Wilson is the patron saint of chicken wings, and how he was the greatest saint because he told me that chicken wings were made out of chicken. There was this whole thing that went on where Farva was just fucking crazy. We snipped that out. You might see that in the DVD extras too, actually. I think we shot that.
I missed that joke.
Yeah. Too crazy. Yeah.
So in the first film, the opening scene was one of the funniest opening scenes I've ever seen.
Thank you.
And by the way, the movie is excellent. But when you guys were filming this one and writing it, did you feel any pressure to live up to like that scene, that first opening scene? You try and top it.
Yeah, I mean that opening scene in the first one, we didn't know. Is this one working? In the opening scene, we didn't even, when we watched that first film at the film lab before. We really hadn't shown it to any. We showed it to maybe 5 or 6 of our stone friends in our living room. But we didn't know if the movie was any good. And specifically, we didn't know if the opening scene was any good. And Kevin and I went to the film lab, and it was like 2 days before Sundance, and we watched the opening. We watched the movie, and after the opening scene, and the title comes up, I'm like, "Stop the film! Stop it!" And the projector stopped it, and I stood up. I'm like, "We missed again. This is a terrible opening scene." And he's like, "I don't know. I think it's pretty good." I'm like, "You have no idea what you're talking about." And then we just sat there and watched the rest of the movie sort of morose and sad. And then when we got to Sundance, we realized, oh, it was actually good because they were laughing. And so yeah, when we went to do this one, we're like, well, now what are we gonna do? You know?
That's where the genesis of it came from. It was like, I don't know, I'll do fucking something crazy. Like, you guys are a rock and roll band. Let's do it. You know. Then we got some cameo people to come in and play the real cops, right? Yeah.
2 questions. First of all, how long after the first one did you realize it wasn't just like a movie, it became like a cultural phenomenon? And second part question, how often does someone come up to you and say yes?
It took a couple of years. I mean, it had a decent theatrical run, the first one. It made okay money for guys who nobody knew, But it took a while. It wasn't not until DVD, time that it came out. And
It's still like, I think after we'd even made Beer Fest, it really felt like it was years of just that sort of like slow gestation period.
Oh yeah, well that was, it was a few years after the movie came out. We were all walking down the street together in New York City, I think on like Columbus Avenue or Amsterdam Avenue, and a dude came running out of a bar and was like, holy shit, are you guys the Super Troopers? We were like, yeah. And he's like, I'm the fucking bartender, come in and drink for free. We were like, okay, that's fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so probably not a day goes by if I'm out in the world. If I stay in bed all day, then nobody says meow to me. But if I go out in the world, yeah, somebody's gonna say it. And as you were saying, they fuck it up half the time, which is weird too. Like, not for people who seem to really like it. A lot of people don't get that you're just replacing the word now. So you can't just throw meow into the middle of a fucking sentence. People do it all the time. And you're like, oh, that's cool, but you may not actually get it. Yeah, that's weird.
It's great though. It has its benefits. Like a few years after the movie came out, I just got a new car, and I was driving up the 5 North, doing 120 miles an hour at midnight. So I was one of the only cars there. But like, I was thinking to myself, like, holy shit, there's no fucking cops on this highway. This is my fucking highway. And just when I was thinking that, boom, I got pulled over. And the cop came to the window and he was super fucking pissed off. He was like, mister, do you have any idea how fast? Super Troopers? He's like, you got me. He's like, oh my God, you guys are hilarious. We play all those games you guys play. Oh, he let me go.
Yeah, that's the funny thing now is that, like, more often than not, when any of us sees a cop in the wild, they're like looking at you and smiling, which is not how you're used to interacting with a cop. Like our whole lives, when a cop looks at you, they're fucking burning holes in you with their eyes. So now, we're in, like anytime I see a cop, I go straight and look at their eyes, I make eye contact, because I'm assuming that that they're psyched to see me.
Yeah, no,
They usually are.
they are. We travel around and do live shows and stuff, and we realized the audience for these live shows made up of 2 groups. Half the audience are cops, and the other half are stoners. It's a fucked up group to have in the same room, laughing all the same jokes. It's great. Bringing America together, right? It's nice.